Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. So, big day in here.
Yes.
Always is when we get new product in the door.
New driver too, it's been a while.
It's been a while. Absolutely delighted to have the new Titleist TSi3 and TSi2 in-house. We've had the heads, big thanks to the guys, we've had the heads for a few weeks now doing some of our own internal testing and starting to get it in some customers' hands, trying to get a little feel for the product. We got a chance to spend some time with the Titleist guys. Needless to say, they were really excited by what's, firstly, what TS2 and 3 were.
Big leap those were, I think.
Big leap, really a big leap for Titleist. And equally excited, like we talk about what they've managed to do in the second generation of that particular product.
And tour adoption was so quick and so overwhelming. You said to me one week that they won the driver count.
First week they were officially out on release on tour, they won the driver count at the US Open.
Tommy Fleetwood's bag, I like watching him.
Yeah.
Because he seems like the guy who has like the best driver. It doesn't matter what company makes it.
He was playing sim.
So he had sim, which was, which really was like the thing for most of the year. The fact that he replaced it with this, I think, is a big kind of indicator that this may be a big competitor.
And there's been a few of those free agents, if you like, the guys who just are playing whatever works for them. You know, no endorsements, for them, and it's becoming a very relevant driver for a few different reasons. Mm-hmm. I think the new weighting system is one of them.
Right. Okay.
So 3 weight positions with the CG cartridge prior, so you could have it toe weight, heel weight, neutral weight. Mm-hmm. Now we have increments. We have 5 CG positions with this new sort of system. Obviously, TSi2 still just has the single weight at the back.
Right.
So for swing weighting, for preferences, again, if you want a little bit more mass at the back, just to raise MOI, all those different stabilizers that we always talk about with regards to positioning the weight back. Very sim max-esque.
Almost like kind of epic flash, story with these in terms of how much they differ in that sense.
Absolutely. So, we've got multiple videos coming on the breakdown of these, and there's so many things to talk about. The new material in the face, that's a big thing for Titleist. This sort of concept that they have maxed out every single driver individually for CT. Everyone is individually tested and maxed out. CT, guys, being characteristic time, the measurement of ball speed in microseconds off the face. So, we've heard about other companies and how they deal with it, how they manage CT. Titleist are pushing these to the absolute limit on CT.
Looks-wise, I think this is probably the best looking driver at address that I've seen since we started making videos.
Yeah, and that's not the best looking Titleist you're talking.
No, I think this is the best looking driver at address that I've ever used.
I couldn't disagree.
So
with that.
nice. Yeah. I think TS3, we talked about, the face just had this flatness to it that I wasn't a huge fan of. Mm-hmm. This looks a little bit more rounded with the bulge and roll, very traditional. The head is just it's just perfectly round.
Yeah.
It just looks great.
So let's kind of hit a few. We've just hit a couple with your Mavrik just to get some baseline numbers, and we're not really fitting this. We're just doing an initial
review for now. We'll definitely do a fit maybe next week. I think let's find out which one performs best, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah. Let's open up with some hits with the TSi3.
Junk.
What is this thing?
Straight.
Wow.
That passes the standing start test for me.
Okay.
Weighing myself, it felt good.
Strong.
It's a great sound, really great sound. 7 millimeters low under 2,000, that's nuts, eh?
Under 2,000, and the ball speed went up. Your efficiency got higher.
Strike. This is really good. I might be a candidate for the toe weight, but other than that, it's starting off awesome. Very fast, feels extremely good.
It's very quick, 176. That's really nice.
You can really get some knuckle bombs out of this thing. It's a knuckler also.
It really has the knuckler in it, isn't it?
I don't feel like I hit that high in the face. 6 millimeters high. Crazy. Feels really good. That's probably the best one I hit for strike.
For me, the sound leader has been Sim.
Yep.
I think this and Sim are far and away the best two sounding drivers in the market.
This is a little softer feel off the face than Sim.
Yeah.
But it has the deepness that Sim has also.
All right, Matty. So initial thoughts are excellent. Against Freaky DK, it's to kind of be up there on ball speed. It's quite a feat in itself.
It is.
One thing Titleist drivers have always lacked, in my opinion, is the ability to be that little bit longer through this exact thing here.
Yes.
So retaining the launch, but having the odd low spinner that just kind of gives you that bit extra. Just exactly what we're seeing here. That little extra 8 yards turns into 12 yards on the ground because the land angle's flatter.
Very interesting. This is going to be a really good spin reducing club for somebody.
Yeah, and there is an 8-degree lefty, there's an 8-degree righty.
Yeah.
It looks like you could put this in the hands of really anyone and kind of achieve those numbers, whether you're this person who delivers high loft, if you're the person who delivers lower loft. Let's see, you are dynamic loft 16.5. 17 is for me the magic number. So
right.
That's why you're a shade low in the spin. It's just you're half a degree off in your dynamic loft. Whether it's our sleeve, the SureFit sleeve, whatever it may be,
right.
You're going to just play with that a little bit.
I'd nudge it 0.5 or 1. And
yeah. So TSi2.
Yeah. Initial
impressions, visuals, behind the ball.
Just saying to you off camera, Epic Flash Standard is what it really reminds me of from address.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's obviously much more flat and elongated at the back. It's still a very good looking driver. Now, if you're super traditional, the 3 is obviously the one you'll prefer.
Yeah. Based on how you hit TSi3, I'm interested to see if that works in your favor a little bit.
Might be
more.
Quite good, yeah. Yeah, just might bring the spin up just a shade in.
All right, let's hit a few.
That's nice.
Yeah, and would fully expect you to turn this one over more.
It'll be a slightly draw biased, which I guess you could fight with the face angle a bit, but there's no doubt it definitely sits a bit more closed at address. That's nice. One more spin, makes sense. That's good.
Yeah, that sounded a little bit better.
Much more centered.
Oh, get on that line. Oh, you rascal.
It's good, shapely. I'd probably just play at the 10 of this set open or something,
Yeah.
To fight the curve.
Alrighty, how did that feel?
It's also a really nice feeling driver. It's a little higher pitch.
Yeah, definitely could hear a pitch difference on that one.
But relative to a lot of other drivers of a big-ish shape, it's better sounding than most, I think.
Yeah, very true.
It's very, very solid. I think, honestly, this TS2 or TSi2 sounds like last year's TS3. And the new TSi3 is just kind of in its own category.
Well, based on what we just saw there, nice to see the TSi2 very competitive with Mavrik.
Absolutely.
Very competitive, hardly can separate them in a way.
I think the fitting process that we'll do next week will be interesting because if we can get the spin to be a little bit more friendly, I think I'll make better swings at it and we may see even better performance.
A couple of small little subtle things. TSi3 a fraction quicker, just the kind of way it was, whether it was just you were just enjoying it. I think what that tends to be for you, Matty, when you see a driver, and this is relative to everyone and anyone, when you see a drive that is going where you want it to go, then you can really free yourself up.
Definitely.
A couple of the ones when you first started warming up with TSi2 were turning over a little bit. I think that will internally make you just retract a little bit from your confidence, and your speed will disappear a little bit.
But as an initial test, this thing is extremely good. I do think it will be a little bit draw biased in its stock setting, but you could definitely play around with it to neutralize it, I'm sure.
I'm curious how we can do with that TSi3 though, once we get configured exactly how you want it, fully optimized for you. I think there's going to be some really good results. I mean, we saw some 176s with this one just when we were kind of warming up and into the really fast elite speeds.
I wouldn't mind doing that next, to be honest.
Yeah, let's do that.
The TSi3 fit.
Let's do
different
that.
shafts and stuff.
Why not? Yeah, just take it straight into a fit. Titleist internally have said, and you know, everyone's going to say, you know, speak highly of their own product, but the best looking, sounding, performing driver we've ever made.
Yeah.
That in itself speaks volumes from a company who have had a lot of really good drivers over the years.
And usually when that gets said, I don't necessarily agree, but this time I would say without question.
Yeah.
That might be the best looking driver that I've seen, period.
Yeah.
Never mind, and best sounding might be the best sounding too.
I think that the players, the quote unquote players, will be flocking to this.
Oh, 100. Anyone that hits that, you're right. In that category, people that maybe even remember a 905, they're going to look at that and go, that is for me. Okay, guys, initial thoughts are we are very impressed. The ATI 425 face is what it says. You know, it is. It's faster. It is offering more sort of robust speeds and spin rates across the face. Everything that you want a modern day driver to be: long, look good, feel good, just ticks all the boxes for us. So we're now going to see how capable it is from a fitting perspective. So we're looking right now at the performance. Once we see what the fitting capabilities are, we know what we can unlock in a driver and a product. So we're really looking forward to diving into that. I'm stoked to try it, definitely.
Okay guys, stay tuned for the fit video. We'll see you again soon.